shirt pockets or little pockets here.
Yes. And these ones.
This one, so because of how the heart was cut, we have some of the bicuspid valve between the right and left atrium and ventricle on this side, but we have most of it over here.
Yes.
So you see bicuspid has two flaps. You can see one flap and then the second flap.
Okay.
So the valve itself is a solid material, and then we have the stringies. You know what the stringies are?
Chordae tendineae.
Chordae tendineae are the strings,
Oh,
and they connect to the papillary muscles. So they look like pimples, right? So see how they bump out? It looks like a pimple.
What did you call the cold?
Chordae tendineae?
Chordae tendineae.
Yes.
Chordae tendineae.
I think in your textbook they call it the tendinous cords.
Yes.
But they're the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Tendinous cord.
Tendinous
Yes. That's more easier to say. That the
Tendinous
other one
cord.
is very fancy.
I like the
The Latin.
Latin.
Yes. The Latin is very fancy.
Yeah. And so they connect to the papillary muscle. So
Okay.
the easy way to tell if something's a papillary muscle is to look, is there a tendinous cord or chordae tendineae attached to it? If yes, it's a papillary muscle. If no, it's not.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So there's
And if
other...
not, what do we call it? If it's
Yeah,
not
if
popular?
not, we have these other kind of grooves and depressions here. These are called trabeculae carnae, which means little beams of flesh.
Little
Trabeculae,
what? Say
little
that?
beams of flesh.
Okay.
Little beams of flesh.
Yeah.
Trabecular
Yeah.
carnae.
Yes. But there's no chordae tendineae attached, right? So it's not a papillary muscle.
Trabecular.
And this the same is true in the right side. So if there is a point here, that's not a papillary muscle because there's no chordae tendineae, right? So that would be trabeculae carnae.
Trabecular.
This would be trabeculae carnae.
Oh.
Okay?
What is it, semilunar?
These ones.
Yeah. So we have semilunar valve here.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
pulmonary. Okay, it's a little bit easier to see from the top, so I'll show you that in a second. And then from the left ventricle to the aorta, we have the aortic semilunar valve, made of these little short pockets. And the other tip for those semilunar valves is there's no chordae tendineae, right? So you don't see any cords here, you just see the little pockets.
Right.
Okay? The
So
AV
this
valves
is the
need
aortic
the
and this is the pulmonary.
pulmonary semilunar valves, yeah.
So the blood comes from the trunk, the pulmonary trunk, to the the pulmonary vein,
Are we okay? Yep, we have oxygenated blood which go through the pulmonary veins.
and it goes in the right ventricle, left ventricle.
It has to go, so blood going to the heart has to go through an atrium first. Atria are the receiving chambers.
Yeah.
So first step always has to be in an atrium.
Yes, sorry.
That's okay. So pulmonary veins go into what?
Left atrium.
Yes, and then pass through what? What is this valve called?
Bicuspid.
Yes,
Bicuspid into the
left ventricle.
great, and then from the left ventricle, oxygenated blood gets pumped through what valve?
Semilunar, aortic.
Aortic semilunar valve. Yep, and out through the aorta.
Yes, and it comes from the body. It gets in the
Inferior, superior.
the vein, the superior vena cava.
Okay, so you're talking about the right side now. Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I'm
Right-
jumping
It's
all
okay.
over.
It's fine. It's fine. So you talked about the left
I'm
side.
trying to make sense
I get you.
about the parts.
I understand. So the vena cava, you can
Yes.
see here, this is superior.
Yes.
And then on the other side of the pericardial sac, this is inferior. And it's going to
Sometimes
go...
I feel like it's coming from the apex. I don't know.
It's
That's
okay.
just-
It's not, because you're thinking about inferior, right? But it always has to go into an atrium first. It's just a rule.
Okay.
So, okay, the inferior and superior vena cava are going to go into what chamber?
The right atrium.
That's correct. And then from here, so I'm going to go inside now, it's going to go through, a valve. What is this valve called?
Subclavian? No.
Tricuspid.
Tricuspid. Yeah,
Is that the
tricuspid.
pulmonary?
No, there's no pulmonary
there's
here.
no-
It's
okay.
just tricuspid.
Oh, this
so you
has
can
the
see
coded
the
in the
flaps.
letter.
Yep. And you
Tricuspid.
have the
Bicuspid is in the left. So
In the left, yes.
Tricuspid
there's
is in the right.
two mnemonics for that. There's lab rat, left atrium bicuspid, right atrium tricuspid, or try before you buy. Because in general, when we talk about the circulation through the heart, we start on the right and then go to the left.
Try before you buy. I'm gonna Google that.
And
That
lab-
one
and
is
lab-
easier
lab
because
rat.
I do that too.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this is the tricuspid valve because we're on the right. And we're starting
Yes.
on the right generally first. We have the strengs, which are
Oh,
chordae tendineae.
Or tendy.
Yeah.
tendinous is
Or tendinous cords, that's
cords.
fine.
Tendinous cord.
And then if it's connected to something, then it has to be a
Papillary.
papillary muscle.
Papillary
Perfect.
muscle.
And then we have this funny thing. So this actually looks like a little rubber band. It's fine. In another heart, this should be attached to the interventricular sulcus, okay? So this is a little rubber bandy thing. This is called the moderator band. It's only on the right side. Only on the right.
Moderate.
Moderator band.
Moderator.
Moderator band.
Moderator
Yeah,
band.
like moderation. Yeah. Okay. And
What
then,
does it do?
Well, it has to do with the electrical conduction of messages in the heart.
yeah.
So it actually provides a fast connection between the interventricular septum, which is where the electrical signals are coming from, to the wall, the outer wall of the right ventricle. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, okay, so now we have blood here. It's deoxygenated. It needs to go to the lungs, right? It needs
Yes.
oxygen.
Oh, it goes through the pulmonary.
Pulmonary semilunar valve, right? This valve here. And then it goes through the pulmonary trunk.
Yes.
So you can see the pulmonary semilunar valve from the top too. That's why this is split here. All right, so the pulmonary trunk will split into the right and left pulmonary arteries, which go to the lungs.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Wow, that was awesome. Thank you.
Just